the way on there. It was like it wouldn't go that far,
Right,
but you get the gist.
I get the gist. By the way, just by you doing this, I can tell that you haven't grabbed too many of them.
I'm like, when they do this. He's like, wait, what's that crescent Pillsbury Doughboy stuff where you have to pop it open? Hanging out on the counter. I'm like, why did you crack it open?
Wow. Okay. That was a great question. I do like weird shit. You are right. All right. Anybody else down below have another question for Audrey, or I can run over to the chat there. Chuck, how are you, man?
Chuck? Oh, you're muted.
You're muted, man. You're muted. You got to unmute yourself. There you go.
Okay. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Audrey, I'm a little curious if you've done any online dating with women, and if you've run into any situations like I did when I came out 20 years ago, where there are acronyms or different terms that the community knows, but you didn't know.
Like, what was yours, Chuck?
Yeah,
tell me an acronym you didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay. CBT.
Ooh, hold on. Can I try to guess?
Go right ahead.
Let's all guess.
CBT. Is CBT sexual?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Cock ball torture?
Yes. How did you know that?
Well, I'm trying to see sexual. I go see cock. The only B that I know that's sexual is ball. And then I just threw torture in. I was going to say tease or torture, but I went torture.
That was it. And I remember being in therapy for a little while, and in group therapy. And one of the therapists was like, "Oh, Sam, have you gone for your CBT yet?" And I couldn't help but giggle because it was cognitive behavioral therapy. And he was like, "Chuck, why are you laughing?" I'm like, "Listen, that means something else to a whole group of people."
Can I tell you something, Chuck? I have to tell you, I always just was fine with getting my my cash out of an ATM machine, until I started to do a little digging on Pornhub, and I found that ATM meant ass to mouth, and I was like, I'm gonna have to just call it the cash machine. I think. I just have to call it the cash. All right. Well, Chuck, thank you for the question, man. Very, very entertaining.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because when I first came out, I went on to some manhunt and whatnot, and there were all these acronyms with check boxes to what you were into for your profile, and I didn't know, so I just left everything checked.
Oh my god,
that was the wrong. Yeah, FF,
NSA,
PNP.
What are those?
What are those? Penis to penis? What is that?
Penis to penis? PNP?
Party play.
Party play.
What's
that? Means do drugs and have sex.
But you mean
do that too. You mean Tuesday? You mean Tuesday?
Yeah, oh yeah. You mean Taco Tuesday night?
Yeah. What was FF? What's FF?
Fist fuck.
Ooh, I'm out on that one.
NSA. No strings attached.
Okay.
I never got any of these acronyms. By
the way, Audrey,
this is what I wanted to ask you about. So I didn't know, are there terms and things that you've learned, or is there a different language that you've learned now that you're out?
Interesting.
No, because I'm
thanks
still.
for asking,
Thanks for asking, Chuck. I'm still not a prude, but I'm still I'm not wild like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm not innocent, but I'm also not, I haven't been. So I think I haven't really been on the app too much. There was one app called Girls that I signed up for, and it was now it's $15 a month. And I did 1 month, and I was like, well, am I paying $15 to just be nervous? So then I didn't use it, and Veronica came along, and I didn't need to use it. So
right.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I've never. I think if I were completely straight too, I still think I would be the same. I'm just kind of Maybe approved. I don't really know.
No,
You know what I mean?
just because you don't like to talk about sex and the things that happen during sex, that doesn't make you a prude.
Yeah.
That doesn't make you a prude. Now, I will say this. Interesting. Ryan says CBT is also computer-based training in military. Yeah, that could be completely, completely different.
Sure? Yeah,
And Dave says his initials have been great to live with. Yeah, DP. That's a tough to be DP.